What do you think is the ultimate goal of interpersonal and interorganizational relationships?
The general goal of interpersonal and interorganizational dynamics is to maximize the mutual satisfaction of necessities.
And how interorganizational relations maximize that goal?
Competition, coordination and collaboration can contribute to the mutual satisfaction of necessities.
What do you mean by all these three terms, competition, coordination and collaboration? I do not see their relation.
All of those are approaches to attend people's needs.
What makes those approaches different?
All of approaches have their own strengths and weaknesses. The decision to adopt one or the other depends on the specific circumstances that maximize the mutual satisfaction of necessities.
How do you see that competition can contribute to the mutual satisfaction of necessities?
The hidden hand of the market seems to unconsciously coordinate people's efforts toward the mutual satisfaction of necessities.
But competition operates in the self-interest, not on the interest for others.
You are partly mistaken. People adjust efforts and means of production according to prices in order to improve their own well-being, and in doing so they unconsciously also contribute to improve the well-being of others by providing better or more affordable products and services.
So the self-interest also maximizes the common interest.
Prices work as a suitable mean to allow the communication and coordination of efforts of buyers and sellers in order to achieve the mutual satisfaction of necessities.
But no one can deny that competition in open markets carries problems such as the exploitation of people in disadvantage. Open unruly competition also leads to excessive duplication of investments as people do not rely too much on each other and they need to secure the provision of critical resources. Open unruly competition also leads to increases on transaction costs that do not increase value.
It is true, competition in many cases needs to be regulated in order to better achieve the mutual satisfaction of necessities as well as to avoid negative consequences.
How could competition be regulated?
Coordination can contribute to the mutual satisfaction of necessities. Common agreed governments can contribute to the mutual satisfaction of necessities by raising resources through taxes and making investments that contribute to the common good.
What do you mean by common good?
Common services and infrastructures on which everyone depends such as streets, aqueducts, justice, police and protection of disadvantaged populations can be provided through a common agreed government. Governments can even coordinate means of productions in order to better attend people's necessities and promote development.
But governments can also become unnecessarily bureaucratized, reducing efficiency on transactions. People can even lose sight of necessities and the efforts to satisfy them when they have to deal with obtrusive bureaucratic processes. In addition, excessively secure bureaucratic positions can lead to disdain for people's necessities, worsening even more the mutual satisfaction of necessities.
That is also true. Coordination through centralized governments also create another set of problems.
Now please explain me, what do you mean by collaboration?
Competition and coordination are not the only means to satisfy each other's necessities. Collaboration can also contribute to satisfy people's necessities.
But what do you mean by collaboration? And how collaboration emerges?
People and organizations develop their relations by initially engaging in simple transactions that progressively grow over time as mutual reliance, care and trust is developed. Interpersonal and interorganizational relations grow over time to the point where they become collaborations and partnerships.
But we already know the problems that competitive markets and coordinating governments could create. What is the improvement that interorganizational collaborations can create?
In this kind of relations, products and services are not only exchanged according to market prices or to mandates from higher authorities or governments. In collaborative relations, products and services are exchanged according to the degree of mutual care and trust derived from mutual interdependencies.
Are you implying that markets and authorities are useless?
No, all the contrary. It means that according to the specific circumstances, general satisfaction can in some cases be better achieved through competition, in some other cases through coordination and in some specific ones through collaboration.
So, when people should look for collaborations instead of markets or mandates from the government,
Collaboration seems to work better when it is difficult to put prices on the resources being exchanged. For example, knowledge is in many cases difficult to value as it cannot always be translated into products and services. As knowledge is in many cases difficult to translate it into products and services, it is hard to put a price on it. Even more important than prices, knowledge can have harmful and dangerous uses demanding even more reliance, care and trust on each other in order to be able to exchange such knowledge.
Thanks for your illustration. Now I have a grasp of the different interorganizational relations as well as an idea of when, where and how to apply them.